Hey y'all, today's video I'm actually going to be trimming my own hair, and I actually got this method from her name on YouTube is Deeper Than Hair TV. I'm kind of going to use a little bit of her technique, but then I'm going to also like cut it the way I feel my hair should be cut. Today is currently Monday. I got it silk pressed last Wednesday, I think. Oh, I actually got it silk pressed last Tuesday. So today is Monday. Tomorrow's gonna make a full 7 days that I had it silk pressed. Here, but I do have quite a few splits. What I'm seeing, it's hard to see them from this angle because I did get a mini trim when I got my silk press 7 days ago. I just decided to cut off a bit more. And some hairs has like that little tiny split on the end, and it's like kind of bothering me. So I'm just going to show you guys how I trim my hair at home. These are the shears that I'm using. We're not going to be cutting our hair with house scissors, school scissors, cooking scissors, construction scissors. No, we're going to use shears, okay? These are the shears that I'm using. And these are the shears that I got from my first beauty school. The best shears that I have, honestly. They've lasted me so long, and I only cut hair with these shears. First things first, this method I actually got from her, the YouTube that I mentioned earlier. And I'm gonna try to do this on camera because I'm literally using the camera to part my hair and everything. I'm gonna part it on both sides. For the back portion, I'm gonna part it horizontally just to get like a square part. My hair is naturally layered from a trim that I got quite some time ago, just so I could see what I want to cut off. And one thing about my hair, baby, it will split, especially since I have color. It's really the color that's been damaging my ends. So when I get to this part, I kind of want to I'm definitely elevating it 90 degrees forward at like a 45-degree angle because I have natural layers and I don't really want to get rid of them. So yes, I'm not cutting this much off. I'm probably only gonna cut off like half an inch, probably like that much. Okay, so I'm gonna just double check that, make sure. So now since we cut this piece right at the back of where I parted it, I'm going to part this whole side right at the ear. And I'm only gonna part out about half of my guide from the middle. I only need about half. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab all of that hair that I just parted off. And I'm going to bring it out 90 degrees. It's a pretty big section, so obviously not all of it is gonna be 90 degrees. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna over direct a little bit one more time. So over direction is completely optional, but you definitely wanna hold it 90 degrees and cut right where I'm holding this section. And then afterwards, I take that same section and I pull it away from my ear. Okay, so y'all see that? What needs to be cut? And that is when I brought it out completely to the side. So y'all see that clean cut right there. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, you're gonna part it over here down to the ear. And I'm gonna grab some of my guide. I really don't need all of it because, yeah, I can't really grab it. And don't forget that we are still over directing. It's so hard to do my left side because I'm not left-handed, but we're gonna try. Yeah, it's really hard for me to do this side. I don't know if y'all could see that, but for some reason it's not really much to cut on this side. Since we have the front done, and I kept my little layers, now for the back, I'm actually going to do the back a little bit different. But one thing I am going to do, this is another trick that I got from the channel that I got this technique. So my perimeter, so as she was saying the hair on your nape, the hair in your nape area should be closer towards your neck, and the hair outside, away from your nape, should be closer to your shoulder. So we're basically going to be like turning it this way, like so, and I'm going to be cutting off this little bit. I gotta do this in the mirror. Same thing on this side. You want to make sure that the hair that is by your nape is closer to your neck. And you want to try your best to try to match them up. So you see this side is a little bit shorter, so I'm going to try my best to try to match this up. And it's just going to be a straight across cut. Okay, so y'all can see that now. Completely even. That's kind of what we're going for. And we're going to see if it worked. This is how the back is looking. Okay, so for the rest of the cut, I'm basically going to elevate 90 degrees, starting in the back. So I'm barely gonna be parting it really. How the way I'm gonna part it, I'm gonna just show y'all really quickly. I'm gonna just be getting it a section like this, and I'm gonna comb this section. It's okay if hair falls. If hair does fall, just make sure it's hair that is in the nape area. The goal is not really to cut that hair anyway, so yeah. And this is where I will be cutting. Like so. Y'all see that? Yes. So you want to make sure you remember where you grabbed it, right? And then you want to take a little bit of that old section and grab it with a new section so we can keep the guide. It's kind of in the middle, so I'm gonna just grab me another one. And I'm gonna comb it this way. I'm gonna have to cut this one off camera too, cause bitch, I can't see shiznai. Most of it is trimmed. It feels way better already. This is crazy. The front of my head, kind of want to do like a little mushroom. It's really hard to see this part, but it could really help with evening out your face frame. You could just look from here, just look down really. Yeah, you don't want to cut too much in that position because it's really hard to see. And I've actually never thought to trim my edges, but that is another trick that I learned from this lady. And it's so smart because we really don't think to do that. And we have to trim our edges too. Those are part of, I'm actually gonna get a good amount because these are like super straggly. So I'm gonna go all the way up here. Then on this side, that off over here too. Yeah. Okay. Now the edges, it's probably gonna be uneven, don't trip. Now she also did her nape area, but I might leave that alone. I feel like I don't need to. But yeah, y'all see the cut. Y'all see the cut. It's super, I can't say it's super simple. No, I can't. I really cannot claim that. And I hope that I helped someone out there who is struggling with trimming their hair. It actually feels like so much better. And try it, you know, don't cut your hair super uneven, but try it if you're in desperate need of a trim. Make sure you get some good shears. Remember, no kitchen scissors, no school scissors. Do not put that in your hair and then go cry when your hair is insanely split in 3 to 4 months after that. So let me know how that goes. Bye. See y'all in the next video.